Welcome back to Darcy Does. Today, Darcy does more makeup. Tonight we are going for a going out look. So for the nights whenever your husband or your boyfriend says, go let another man pay for your drinks, this is what we're doing. This is what we're going for. Okay, I do already have my foundation on. We went over foundation and your base and some concealer last time. So I'm going to hit a dramatic eyebrow, very dark dramatic eyeshadow. I'm bringing some definition to your cheekbones. Really make you look sultry and seductive. Okay, so I put way too much work into my eyebrows. It is treacherous. I don't think my eyebrows are on my side. They are working against me. So again, this is when we pray. I'm going to start with a very slim brow liner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to outline the brow, really try to get a bitch brow going. And then I'm going to fill it in. We're going to fill it in with multiple different applications, but we'll go through all of that together. So lock in, ladies. All right. So this is probably the hardest part because nothing on the right side is the same shape or size as anything on the left. So this is really where you gotta bring out your mask techniques. Think about Halloween. One of my biggest pet peeves is when someone wants to speak to me whenever I'm supposed to hold my breath like this. Yeah, boyfriends, don't talk to your girlfriends whenever they have something near their eye anywhere. Please and thank you. Boyfriend-ing 101. So we're outlining. And if there are any mistakes or smudges or blurs, we can go in and fix any mishaps. This is where things get a little shaky for me. Trying to do your makeup whilst not breathing or blinking is really just self-sabotage. Okay, now we can breathe again. Get your breath in, get your breath in. All right, we're gonna start with the top as well. They do say it's best to start with the top, but I am just kind of a backwards girl. And don't forget to not breathe while you're trying to look pretty for the rest of the world. Okay. All right, not too bad, right? We're ready. We're ready to get some drinks paid for. Okay, so now we're gonna go through and just kind of comb out these wild little hairs. And make sure everything's kind of laying down in place before we fill her back in. And you can use an ultra thin brush like this, or you could do something like a cheap little elf pencil brush as well, but we're just filling it in here. And this is why it takes me 2 or 3 hours to get ready every day. I also don't know if anybody's seeing what's going on with poor little old Shia LaBeouf in New Orleans, but we need to send help for this guy. He's falling completely out, especially with women and gay people, and I guess he just thought it was okay to announce in New Orleans, of all places, that he's scared of gay people. Don't do that. Don't do that. We are almost done with step 1. It is a 12-step process. Okay, we're already looking cunty. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna knock out the second one like we care about it like the first one. Okay. Yes, I do this every single day that I have to go out into the world. It's mortifying. Or else I look like one of those people that steal stuff from Walmart. Or only show up on food stamps day. We've all been there on both days. Okay, step 1 of the brow is done. Are we almost ready? No. Okay, so we're gonna give the brow a little time to set in. We're gonna go back through and block out your brows. We're gonna really make these puppies pop. Lights are on, okay? You're looking at these lights. We're looking at these lights. We're looking at all the lights. All the lights are on today. Let there be light. Okay, I'm gonna take a little, I guess you could call this concealer corrector, multi-use. You can put it really anywhere on your face to mask what's really going on. And we're just gonna outline the eyebrow. It's really gonna make your brow pop. I'll show you the difference between the two. It's really gonna clean up any of those blurred lines or smudges. This is probably the handiest tool I've learned in a long time. Put some highlighter around the brow. Even if you're just going to the grocery store, this is a simple fix for all of us fuglies. This is also great for hitting these edges here at the end. I really like a stiletto eyebrow. And you can go in and correct any thickness that you've got going on with your eyebrow pencil. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. This ain't no cheap date, okay ladies? We're going out to a 5-star dinner, filet mignon, filet mignon. Fancy, okay? You can also hit the top. You gotta be a power top from time to time. Really bring the heat. Who is she? Who is she? Who is she really though? Oh, this is good stuff, ladies. This is a breathing sport as well. You are more than welcome to use your breathing rights through this part of the process. Really get that stiletto again towards the end. We are going out with a bang, y'all. It's gonna be deadly. It's gonna be lethal. See, don't these brows say pick me up at the grocery store? And we are not even done. This is a full-time job with these brows. Yay. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the brow with what you would typically use is a weekend brow liner, but I will say using an eyeliner is so much better. It's going to stay a lot longer. It's going to be a lot more bold. It's not going to move. Girls will compliment your eyebrows. Gays will compliment your eyebrows. Guys will compliment your eyebrows. Somebody else's husband is going to compliment your eyebrows, okay? Somebody's going to be mad too. Somebody, and that's okay. Sometimes you gotta piss them off. This has a thicker, heavier, dutier brush that does not move around very much versus something that's thin and flimsy. Okay, this is a tedious job here. And I'm scared about my positioning, but we are going to figure it out, okay, girls? We're gonna hit the top of the eyeliner, or excuse me, the eyebrow. Lighting is very, very important here. It's very easy to mess this up. See, but we can fix that. So you want to keep on keeping on. You do want to get very close to your mirror just to make sure you are coloring in the lines. Okay, again, an area we can touch up here. We will keep on keeping on with the brow. Okay, so just to see the difference between the boldness in both of these eyebrows, it's kind of insane already. So what we'll do now is we will go through and line this out. Get her tip top, stilettoing. Again, our best friend concealer is in town, and she is a hoe for show. Okay, so now that I've kind of brought that down, we're gonna go through with a little bit of foundation. Just touch up this little zone here. See, no need to panic. You can always use Q-tips. Q-tips are your best friend here. Okay. Okay, we're getting back on track now, y'all. Yeah, it's a little dicey. This is why we pray for the brows. I'm gonna keep one normal, and I'm gonna proceed with the other one till completion, just so you see the difference of what we're gonna be doing here. Welcome back to Darcy Does. As you can tell, I have completed one eyebrow with liner. The difference between the pencil and the liner is super bold. Let's go ahead and attack this other one. We will move on to eyeshadow, and we will get you out the door and on those straight corners, girl. You're busy. You're a busy woman. Everyone's on their bankroll game too. Gotta get in your bag. It is bag season. Okay, here we go, girls. Hey, my name is Hip. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get moving on these eyelids. Let's get some color on these puppies. Again, we're gonna go through and just clean up around the brows. Give her some pop. This really does make the eyebrows pop hard. This is a gold mine of a hack. Again, you can go around the top just to give yourself a little bit more of a full outline. I have to do some maintenance on this guy over here because he's not on our team. Okay, we are going to coat the palette with your concealer as well. Brighten up the insides of those eyeballs. You don't want to look like we just crawled out of the grave, like normal. All right, and sunny. Alrighty, now I'm gonna go through and coat the eyelid as well with a light powder. Very light powder. Just putting a base over the concealer, really. really gonna make those puppies pop. Now today we are gonna go for a very, very dark shadow color. We're really trying to bring out the prostitute in everybody. Let your freak flags fly. A little out of powder here. And we're stroking. My cosmetology teacher used to say, different folks, different strokes. That's true. Alrighty. Now we're gonna go through with a very light, you can do brown, kind of cream, or a brown, gray shadow. Let's see here. Okay. And we're just patting along the eye line. Got to get a decent base down so that when we go back over with a darker shadow, there's something to catch its fall. Also a very good natural look. Dab, 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 dab. Okay. Now we're going to step it up a notch. It's time to level it up around here, okay? Really bring out your money's worth. I'm going to go back over this with a darker brown. And then once we get that down, I will either choose to go with a maroon, a very deep maroon, or a blue shadow to cover this up and really give it that nightfall look. You can also turn this into your goth routine as well. If you're really going for goth and you've got some chokers you're going to bring out tonight, this can be a pivotal look for you. Okay, this is where it gets most difficult. We're going to start creeping up around here. We are getting somewhere. Don't I just look like I need to get paid to get laid? All right. Okay, I think today we're gonna go with a blue. It's gonna be quite bold. Really want to try to hit this corner here to really get that vixen look here, and it'll help with your eyeliner as well. Scary, 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 scary. Can turn that brush sideways, give yourself a little edge if you're gonna do a cat eye. No No matter what is going on down here, it can be fixed with a little bit of foundation and water, so you are good to go. All right, so now I am going to go ahead and go in with my eyeliner technique. Start bringing some of this bad girl out. You can never have too many brushes. Okay, I'm going to get a very fine tipped brush, and we will hit this bad boy with straight black. Also, before you hit your eyeliner, you're going to want to hit those brows with a little black eyeshadow. This is what I do every day just to kind of lock in those brows, give it a smoother look. You will need to put something on top of your brows just to blend the liner and the powder look. Okay. Luckily, with a dark shadow, you've got plenty of room to play with the eyeliner and where it lies. You don't need the liner to be super strict with the powder, with the eyeshadow powder. I will go back over it with a gel liner. Girl. She is popping out tonight for sure. Love this. Love where this is going. Now, the only thing about looking this dangerously vixen is that nobody will actually approach you. Not unless he is 6'2" and has had way too much testosterone today. That's the only catch to all of this. You are marketing one demographic of douchebag, and he's out there a lot. Beautiful. I'm going to go through and with this multi-use concealer really pop out those jaw lines. Doesn't have to be particular. We are almost out the door, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful. Throw a little bottom liner on there to really make you look like a slut. Little slut puppies. If you got permission to go out, you better go all the way out. Because we are bad girls. This is how we do it. Okay. We're gonna go through with some powder, blend everything in real well, smooth her out. Oof, girl. All right, we've got some bronzer to slap on this baby. Really cut up the cheekbones and the jawline like a triple threat. We're gonna bring in the brow line a bit. We're gonna go up to the top and go all the way around. It does not have to come down all over your brow, or I'm sorry, all over your forehead. We are just outlining your head. You can't not blush. I actually like to bring the brush up and all the way around as well, just on top of my bronzer. Honey buns. Would you go out with me? Would you go out with me? Would you go out with me? Or would you buy cool stuff at CountGlockula.com?